Okay, so get here with RimWorld here. We're gonna choose a new colony here. I want to give some, I guess, tips on how to get this started. Classic is 3 people. We're gonna start with all of this, and then the map's gonna have a couple of this scattered throughout that you can salvage as well. And you've got, this is just the base game. There's no mods, no DLC. Just want to get this started here. 3 storytellers to choose from: Cassandra, Phoebe, or Randy. Someone who's just starting out, Cassandra's probably the best choice. And also starting out, you've got different difficulty levels. You can customize all of that, but that's just something for later once you get more handle. I think this is probably a good one to start with. There's going to be some sort of danger. It's going to be really low, but you don't want to have to worry about having a bunch of danger showing up really early. And as a little note here, this can be changed at any time through the game. So if you feel like maybe it's too easy and you want to give yourself a higher challenge throughout the game, you can just update this. Oh right, I need to choose either commitment, so you get 1 save. It's going to auto save automatically, but we'll do this reload. So if there's anything you feel like starting out, something bad happened, you can reset, and maybe it won't happen. All right. And in this, we can create a world. We've got different factions here. Most of these, the lower half here will be your adversaries. And the upper half here will be your friends that you can maybe do trade with, which will happen later on. You can randomize this. Global coverage just means how much of the world there is. Really, that's not much of an issue. All this is normal. It's fine. So this will generate our world. There's always a little note here, a little tip. So here we have our rim world. As you know, there's nothing over here. Really, there's no reason to have something covering that much of the world. It's not. This is big enough as is, and most of the time you're gonna be just on the one map anyway. So we've got a lot of different choices to go through with. We've got some forest, some swamp, barrens, arid area, maybe like a rainforest here. Starting off, you want to try and get, I'd say year-round is probably, so you can get kind of used to, oh no, maybe I don't have enough food. You'll have enough food if you do this. Also, the further north we go, our growing period is going to get less and less and less as we get further from, here's probably the equator of this world. Is this year-round down here? Yeah, so there's really no southern hemisphere in this. Also, another thing is settling near a road in case you want to do any sort of travel. It's going to speed things up. So I always try to get near a road of some kind. And I wonder why this is only a 40. I want to try to get near some friends as well. This looks like to be an okay location. It's flat. I got some sandstone and slate. I'd like to get a different... Yeah, there we go. So there are different stone types. Some are better for building your buildings or building art. Marble is good for art. Granite is good for buildings. Slate's also good for buildings. Sandstone could go either way. I like marble. So we got flat, and we've got our year-round. We've got some berries we can forage. I think this is a good location just to start out. So the major part is here, our character selection. So you're gonna start with 3 characters. These are characters left behind. You can move them up and down. You're like, oh man, maybe I really want Mulder. You know, it doesn't really matter so much. You can change their names. On all of them. You can also randomize, you know, as many times as you want, really. But you're gonna take these top 3, and each character is gonna have a childhood and an adult background. They're also gonna have traits, and they're also gonna be incapable of certain things. Sometimes traits will make them either their traits or one of the things up here. Like here we have childhood background soldier. They're really good at shooting in melee because they're basically bred to be a soldier. But that also means they're disabled and doing some other things. Anything with this dash means they will not do it. Every character has the same set of skills they can do. Some of them will be better than others. They also have different passions. Passion just means that they will have, anytime they use the skill, they will gain a speed increase on leveling that skill up. So Makar here has a low passion for shooting, artistic, and intellectual, which means when they use those abilities or those skills, they will get slightly faster skill increase to level up. The cap is a 20, which is really hard to get, and they will decay over time. Kelly here is really good at shooting and melee because she's a background soldier. She's also good at plants. So anytime, as you can see in this tooltip here, sowing, carrying, and harvesting crops, she's really good. She'll keep the skill and get faster at it. And we want to get a kind of a balance. Here's our team skills of our top 3 here. So, I mean, shooting and melee, those are good. This is your first time through. You don't really need to focus on that, you know. What you do need is construction, intellect, medical is okay, but construction you're gonna need at least, I believe it's a 6 to get some of the buildings to get constructed. Plants you're gonna need not so much of. Cooking is good to have, but everyone can probably cook. And you don't need to worry about cooking too much until you get later in. And intellect, you're going to need to do research. So if I look through my 3 people, you don't want everything onto one person because they're going to be too busy doing everything to really help you out. So let's check here. If my 3 people that I've got, I got a test subject who's really good at melee. Why are you so good at melee and shooting? Okay, because your test subject was give you shooting and you're a sheriff. Okay. I may need to change this around. Kelly, I think we're going to keep in. She's her plants. She's got some construction. It's not the best construction, but we can get it going. Because she has passion. She can get that up quite fast. I'm going to move her to the top so I don't have to worry about leaving her behind. Makar, you've got some passion and intellect, artistic. Other than that, you're kind of terrible. You're also slow, so you move slow, and you're volatile, which means you're going to have a mental break. I'm not really happy with you. Rather than randomizing, let's see what we've got in here. I'd like to get someone good cooking, incapable of carrying, social, or firefighting, because you're test subject. Who else was the test subject? Right, so being a test subject, yeah, that's not so good. Pyromaniac. Don't want to choose that for your initial run. I would not recommend. Here we've got a medic. She's slow, but she's a quick sleeper, so she'll wake up faster. Good medic, good intellect. Okay, we can get some research in. That's good. Off-world recruit. We've got still... You only have a childhood trait. Okay. Not so bad. Incapable of artistic. You've got some crafting skills. So each of these skills, if you just hover over it, you can find out what you need. They're pretty self-explanatory. If I had to choose without re-rolling, what am I looking right now? I don't have... What? I thought I had a cook. Who was the cook? Oh, right. If I move Grumpy up here. So we've got a good cook and a crafter. You can also do artistic. You've got some construction and speed as well. Here we've got a medic and intellect. Okay. And then we've got a plants person with also construction as well. I think we're okay with these. I think we're okay. We've got 2 people who can't do social and 2 people who can't do medic, but we have 1 medic. I might need someone else who can do medic. Crafting, medic. Do I take... So Kelly here is good at plants, but that's about it. Alright, let's put you guys up. Let's move you here. Plants is... I kind of want plants in the beginning because it's good to get those running. You know? That's okay. It's okay. We're gonna go with these 3. So we've got a medic, and she can do research. She's got a little bit of animals, so she can maybe get us some animal husbandry going. You gotta stay away from danger, basically. Gumpy here is gonna be our cook and our crafter and second construction. And Kelly here is going to do our plants and construction and basically be our main defender, I think. Yeah, she's got double passion and shooting, but she's got double passion and melee as well. Yeah, okay. Alright, so that's going to be our team. Let's generate the map here. And there's one last thing I'm going to do before I end this here. Once this map gets generated. There we go. We've crash landed on the RimWorld here. And we've got our people here. Okay. So, I'm going to come back next time with what this map basically means for you. So, that's it for this start here. And I'll, yeah, continue this as the next time.